Alright, what's going on, everybody? Blazer here, coming at you with another Naruto Shinobi collection video. Alright, this time we're going to be finally going over the voting banner. A lot of people have been asking me, what are these tickets for? What are these tickets for we get for logging in every day? These tickets that we get in for logging in every day are the voting ticket. Now, I mentioned it briefly in my update video about 2 days ago about the voting ticket banner. And this is a 7-star version of it. We've had previous ones in the past where 5 stars got buffed to about 7-star power. Not 7-star, but 7-stage power rather, excuse me. They get buffed to the stats to a native 6-star. So we're going to get something similar to that, but instead we're going to be getting buffed to a 7-star. Now the units on the list right now are very I guess they're kind of disappointing. I thought they would be like newer 7 stages. I'm pretty sure they're going to have more voting banners in the future, and more higher power units will be on there. But as of right now, it's kind of disappointing. These are kind of the weaker 7-star, not 7-star. I keep saying 7-star, 7 stages or native 6 stars in the game. Well, not all of them are weak, but they are like older ones, I should say, rather. Let me say older ones. I'm gonna say older, not weaker, because some of them are still pretty good. So, and then they threw 5 stars on here, which I don't fucking get. I really don't understand why they threw them. And some of these units I don't even think got a won the vote to get a buff, to get a 7-stage buff. You know what I mean? So I don't know why it feels like they're back on the list. Like, I don't know. Some of them won last time and some of them didn't. Like, I don't see myself using any of these 5 stars. So when I saw them on the list, I was extremely disappointed. Like, this Naruto right here, he's probably the worst summonable unit in the game. And I just excuse me, I don't know why I fucking just exited out of that. But he's probably, like I said, the worst summonable unit in the game, and I don't think he's really worth anything. I'm not putting any of my fucking tickets into him. Fuck him. As of which you should put your tickets in, I guess it depends on what you got and what you want to get buffed. If you want to see what your favorite unit or your unit that you only have, or if you're a newer player and you kind of want the units you have to get buffed, I guess you should pick for what's best for you. I'm gonna pick for what's best for me, because you know, some people might have like this Sakura right here. She might be like one of the only best units in their box, so they might pick for her to get a vote. I don't know. There is no go-to unit you should vote for, or not go-to unit we should all vote for. Just pick whatever unit best suits you, I should say, rather, if I'm explaining that shit correctly. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna pick this Shisui right here. Now, when they get a buff, they only get a stat boost. I don't really think they get like skills boost, and I think they get some new gear, but they mainly get a big stat boost. And since they're going to a 7-star, they're gonna get a massive stat boost. Now, my plan is for this Shisui is I want him to get a very massive stat boost, and I want to max Nindo him. That way, he can probably be on par or stronger than the red Shisui that is currently plaguing PvP. They both do the same thing, it's just the red Shisui does it better. So what I'm gonna do is try to get him to get the buff. That way I can put him on my team with the Godslayer Sasuke, and we can get some monstrous stuff going here. Now, when I don't have the red Shisui, I really didn't even summon for him like that. I kind of regret it now, because I made a video. I was like, there's summon for this guy. He does the same thing as the blue one. So if you have the blue one, you don't need him. But then I realized a lot of people probably didn't have the blue one, so they didn't have this Shisui at all. So, oh god. But like I said, I got the gear for him, so I'm probably going to go in for him. Now, this Shisui pretty much does the same thing as the last one. Like I said, he deals 100,000 fixed damage to one enemy with a high chance to inflict the befuddle state. While under the determined state, consume all chakra, guaranteed to inflict the befuddle state. Befuddle state attack, crit damage, and crit chance plus 3,000%. Remove all buffs and debuffs in special states other than the befuddle state. Basic attack only hits allies. No, if there's no allies, no action occurs. So pretty much he makes the opponents hit each other. Like, we've seen it in PvP enough. He makes them hit each other for a stupid amount. So yeah, his second skill is protecting the Uchiha name. It's fastest, char cost 60. What it does is own attack and speed get buffed by 80%. He'll grant the determined state. If of the ally is Itachi Uchiha, all skill gets buffed by 200%. Determined state, attack, defense, and speed plus 40%. Recover 10% chakra when attacked. So this dude will be perfect on the Godslayer Sasuke team, because the Godslayer Sasuke boosts courage units and technique type units. Yes, he does. He buffs the units that are the color white and the color blue. So yeah, and since he's like the color blue, I figured he'd probably get the buff too. I could probably put him, Godslayer Sasuke, the God lead Itachi. I may flip him around depending on how I'm feeling. And I don't know who I'm going to pick for that last slot, but I will pick something. I kind of threw Origin Sakura in there for right now as a placeholder, but she will get easily replaced when a another powerful unit comes out. Now, like I said, I'm probably going to run him. So what I'm going to do is vote for him. I'm probably going to give him 50 tickets, give my next unit 50 tickets, give my next unit 50 tickets, and then my least favorite unit, I'll probably throw the remaining tickets in there. And then whatever tickets I get from here and to the end of the voting, I will throw in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the yellow one right here under the Shisubi, the little yellow bar. We're going to click the little drop down arrow. And we're going to give him... Actually, I could probably just give him 60. Because 6 times 3 is 8. You know, I'm going to give him 60 instead. I'm going to give him 60. Hit that right there. Hit the big yellow button after I've chosen my number. Alright, we voted for Shisui and gave him 60. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my second pick for a unit to get a buff. This blue pain right here. This pain right here will go great on the Akatsuki team. I could run my God Lead pain, the black pain that gives you the random person the revive. No, he gives the leader the revive state, and then it gives he can cancel act. Oh my God, I can't talk. I'm mixing up my goddamn units. The black pain can put you in a revive state, and you do the counter attack. This pain can cancel actions and do a bunch of other shit. We used to run him at PvP all the time alongside the PvP reward pain. There we go. I couldn't think of it. I was thinking of the PvP reward pain, God Slayer pain, the black pain, and then this blue pain right here. I have so many goddamn pains mixed up in my head. I couldn't think of it. But yeah, I'm probably gonna vote for him right here because his first skill is Renegon, Planetary Devastation. It's fastest. Chalk cost is 40. What it does is deal 3% plus 50,000 to all enemies. The high chance to cancel actions and a low chance to inflict the seal state. And the seal state action is disabled and it continues to take damage. His second skill is Growth of Pain. It's fast. Chalk cost 80. What it does is own attack gets buffed by 20%. It reduces all allies' HP by 50%. All Akatsuki's allies' skill gets buffed by 20%. And he'll recover 60% HP. But since we're probably going to take some kind of healer on the team, I'm really not too worried about them reducing HP. So, yeah. Actually, doesn't he only reduce the HP for the Akatsuki units? I can't remember. I haven't used him in a while. Oh, and he can revive too. I forgot about that. His second ability lets him revive twice. Now, when he gets a 7-star buff, or will any of them get a 7-star buff, I'm assuming they'll get a third ability, and a third ability will pretty much let them do an exceptional or an extreme amount of damage to their the typing they have the advantage of. So I'm gonna assume he's gonna get that as a third ability, or that's pretty much what they've been doing for the 7-star third ability anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him 60 also because I want him to get a buff. That way I can run him on my Akatsuki team with 3 other pains and God Lead Itachi. Or a Konan if I pull a Konan in the future. Give you 60. Boom. Now you have 60. Now I only have 64 left. So my final vote will probably go to... I'm not picking any of these fucking 5 stars. None of these 5 stars are even... interesting. The only 5-star I may even give tickets to is the Fist Bump Naruto. But yeah, I'm not really looking forward to any of these units at the bottom. I really don't even give a shit. They can never get a buff. Some of these already got like a 7-stage buff, so I don't know why they're getting buffed again, but whatever. I guess they had to throw something on the list. They couldn't pick units that were too new, so I guess I understand that point. What my hope is for them to get a stat buff. That way their speed increases dramatically, and with them probably getting some new gear to go along beside them winning the voting banner, my hope is to get them speeds up. That way I can run them on the team and they can keep up and do an extreme amount of damage. Now I don't know who I want to pick as a final pick because I got the new Hamura, so I really don't care. This Hamura is still very good though. He still hits like exceptionally hard because I think when I showcased him he hit for like 32 million, some crazy shit like that. Hagoromo's alright. I guess I give tickets to this Sasuke right here, but like I said, it's the stat buff, so I really don't need him like that. He only does extra damage to Hokages, and not really a lot of Hokages, and then he's not technique or a courage type unit than this lava style Naruto is though. I could probably give him some votes. That way I can run him on a team with that God Slayer Sasuke, because he can cut defense too. How about I just give you 4? This is the first time you'll ever see me pick Naruto over Sasuke. Just know, just because the new Sasuke is out, this is not because he's my favorite character. I feel like I need to preference that. I threw 4 to him. Now, I want to pick a unit I might actually fucking use. You know what I mean? So, actually, I might give the 60 to this Conan. Now, if I get some more in the future, I'll probably give some to this Obito or maybe the Madara. I don't have that Madara, so I really don't care. Or maybe this Naruto right here, because he was the first native 6-star that came out, or 7 stage, so, and he was actually very good for a long ass fucking time. I think a signed card Naruto kind of took his spot, and then birthday Naruto quickly followed up behind him and took his spot. So yeah, I guess I could just give it to this Conan, because if I can increase her stats up to the point where her speed is monstrous, we cannot get her on the team. Because what does she do again? I forgot. I used to run her on the team with Pain, because she links very well with any Pain, because it's God and the Angel kind of link. So let's see. This Conan does, let's see. She does, here she is right here in the database. Okay, she does 30,000 fixed damage with a chance to crit, dealing 6 times more damage, reduce enemy's chakra by 50%, and recover her own chakra by 50%. Chakra reduction is only valid in PvP. Ooh, damn, I didn't know that. I kind of don't care anymore. Recover her own HP by a tremendous amount. Akatsuki ally speed is skill plus 100% and recover 30% chakra. She's very fast, so I could run her on the team, but like, her best use will probably be in PvP. Her second ability does give Akatsuki units a defense and speed buff of 30%, but I don't think it's gonna matter that fucking much. And her second skill also gives Akatsuki allies a speed and skill of 100%. So like, combined with that second ability and her not her second skill and her second ability, she'll give the whole Akatsuki allies a speed buff of 130%. I don't know. I don't know who I want to vote for, because they're not who I thought they would be. I thought they would be slightly newer units, but damn, I don't know. I could vote for this Minato just to make him fucking annoying, because he needs to stack his up. I could increase his speed and make him even faster than he already was. That would be fucking irritating to deal with. Since I have so many tickets to give out, because I'm probably going to be earning more through events, I'll just give Conan the last 60 now, because of that 130% speed buff, even if she only reduces chakra in PvP. If I run my Akatsuki team in PvP, I'll be fine. And I wonder if that chakra reduction, it says only valid in PvP. I wonder if that will work for 3v3. I'm assuming so, but I'm not 100%. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to give her my last 60, and we're just going to call it like that. And like I said, I'll earn some more through playing the missions and events and stuff, so I won't be too pressed about that. It's not that big of a deal, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much the voting banner right there. Now, like I said, vote for the units that are best suited for you. Vote for the units you have. Don't try to click what I have. Unless you have what I have, then by all means, you know, vote for what I got. But if you don't, you know, have what I have, vote for what you have. Try to get your unit that you have to get buffed, because you don't want to buff me if you don't have the units. It doesn't benefit you. So I say pick for what you need. But I guess that's it right there. But like I said, that's it for this video right here. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that bullshit. This me and boy Blaze Hood. Peace out.